All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. I know you all have been still joining the webinar, and we are also streaming it live. So if some of your friends are not able to join Zoom because of some connection issues or anything, just tell them that we are also live on YouTube or the Network India channel, and we're going to be starting very, very soon. Dr. Sia Magesh, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So people will be joining throughout the webinar and they will also be joining on YouTube. So if there will be any questions on YouTube comments, I'll be sharing it with you and some questions we will also get in this chat. So I'll just formally start the webinar. And before introducing our amazing speaker, everyone, we have Dr. C.R. Magesh. But before introducing him, he's a great personality and you'll know it in the introduction and when he starts speaking. I would like to take you to the website of the program for which we are doing this 6 webinars, and why 6, I'm also going to tell you that. So let me take you right away to the website of the Earth Care Awards Young Climate Champions program. Just give me a second. It's always tricky to share the screen. All right. I hope you all can see the screen. So this is a webinar series that we are doing for Young Climate Champions program, which is under the Earth Care Awards. This website is of Earth Care Awards. And when you go on the website, you'll see a logo on the top mentioning Young Climate Champions program, because this is a new category that has been added by JSW and Times of India's Earth Care Award for people you all are who are watching this webinar. For everybody, anybody who is in a college, doesn't matter the level of study, be it graduate, masters, you all can be a part of it. And it's basically just we are welcoming your ideas for a competition, telling you to submit the ideas that you always think of for making our planet livable for everybody. So about the awards, Earth Care Awards at the 12th edition, and as I've been saying, is the very first time that they have added a category for college students. And Earth Day Network India, who we are doing this webinar for you, we are doing the outreach for the program. And in the program, we have 6 categories. So the very first category is Mission Life, Lifestyle for Environment, which our speaker will be talking about today. And we had biodiversity conservation in our very first webinar, which is also available on YouTube. And we can share, if you have any questions regarding that, we can share that with the speaker as well. Apart from the 2 categories, you can see we have circular economy and waste management, climate action and resilience, sustainable urban development, and the final one, water conservation and management. So all these categories are just a group of ideas, like where we want to pull them up. And if you have any idea that you are unable to fit into the category, you can just ring me up or Vinayak, or you can go to the website, fill the contact form, and we will reach out to you. You can see our logo, program partner, Earth Day Network India. We are a trust registered in 2011 in India, but our work is inspired by global NGO earthday.org, which started in 1970 with the movement. We are one of the largest movement in the world. And this is going to be the 55th anniversary of Earth Day with the theme Our Power, Our Planet. And we also invite you and will be taking your ideas for a celebration in commemoration of the Earth Day as well. Before moving, I'll just tell you how you can submit these ideas. On the same page, you'll get this application information page. You submit your basic information. I've already filled up mine. And once you go to the next, here you will get the page where you actually have to put up your ideas. Now, the ideas can be technical. It could be recommendation for policy. It could be generic. It could be life changing for yourself, for a family, or for the whole world. But it has to do something for our planet Earth. And this is what you basically have to write within less than 300 200 words. If you have some presentation prototype images, please add. If you don't have, that's not an issue. And after that, you can just submit the form. Now, let me introduce our speaker, uh, who is going to be telling you about the very first category, which is Mission Life, Lifestyle for Environment, which our Prime Minister announced recently, few years ago. And we have been getting these questions from a lot of you. What kind of ideas should we enter in this Mission Life category? So Dr. Magesh will be telling you all about it. He'll be telling you about his journey, about Mission Life, how it all started. So Dr. C.R. Magesh is a senior scientist from Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, National Museum of Natural History under Government of India, New Delhi. He holds a doctorate degree in botany with specialization in plant taxonomy, remote sensing, GIS, and ecology from Bharatiya University, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. He also holds a PG Diploma degree in Environmental Law and Policy from the National Law University, Delhi. And with 19 years of experience, he has successfully assisted Government of India in various campaigns such as Clean Air Campaign, reintroduction of cheetah in India, 50 years of Project Tiger, Harit Diwali, Swasth Diwali, Mission Life, Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam, and many others. He has published more than 30 research articles in peer-reviewed journals, and he simply believes in a very simple living life and transforming the youth to adopt environment friendly lifestyle to fight against climate change. So we are very glad to have you, Dr. Magesh, and I've been in touch with him. He has helped us in so many events, and every day I'm seeing he's posting amazing pictures about the places that he is visiting and inspiring kids and students. So now over to you, Dr. Magesh, and let me know where you want a video to be played.
Yes, we will. Good evening, all of you. This is Dr. Magesh. Before we start, please play that video. Let us
Okay.
viewers.
Life needs clean water, air and land, the true treasures of our beautiful earth. With a vision of promoting a lifestyle that respects our natural resources and environment, in November 2021 at COP26 Glasgow, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, announced Mission Life, Lifestyle for Environment. Mission Life focuses on mindful and deliberate utilization of resources instead of mindless and destructive consumption to protect and preserve the environment.
हमें लाइफ पर फोकस करना है, लाइफ, LIFE। और जब मैं लाइफ बोलता हूं तो मेरा कहने का तात्पर्य होता है लाइफ स्टाइल फॉर एनवायरनमेंट। लाइफ स्टाइल फॉर एनवायरनमेंट को प्रमोट करने का आज समय की सबसे बड़ी मांग है।
This is an India-led global mass movement to nudge individuals and communities to adopt environment-friendly lifestyles and undertake pro-planet actions. It encompasses 7 themes: save water, save energy, reduce waste, reduce e-waste, say no to single-use plastics, adopt sustainable food systems, and adopt healthy lifestyles. Small actions of individuals, societies and communities under Mission Life can collectively become a giant step in our efforts to combat climate change. To encourage involvement and engagement at ideation and implementation levels, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has come up with a campaign called Ideas for Life. Ideas for Life is a call for students, researchers, faculty and others to individually or collectively come up with innovative ideas aligned with Mission Life, such as reducing use of water in washing machines, waste segregation methods using machine learning, efficient recycling technology, innovative cooking stoves to save energy, and numerous such ideas and technologies which will result in environment-friendly actions. The Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change urges the fraternity of students, research scholars, faculty and innovators to come up with innovative ideas and technologies related to products and services. The ideasforlife.nic.in portal will allow participants to submit their ideas and innovations online. The winning ideas under each theme will be recognized and awarded with attractive prizes for individuals as well as for institutions. This will be a revolutionary step in collectively building a lifestyle that cares for our environment. Let's become a part of Mission Life. Let us work together to adopt and promote pro-planet actions for a sustainable future.
So good evening, participants. We have 29 participants. I think instead of I am speaking from this side, the participants can open their camera because only 28 participants are there. I think the bandwidth will support.
So, sir, this is a webinar setting that we are doing. So they can see
Okay.
us, but we won't be able to
Okay.
see their cameras
Okay.
to provide them more flexibility. But they can
Okay.
submit comments and questions, and I'll be pinging you if they do so.
Okay. So good evening, and I am Dr. C.R. Magesh, and I am presently holding the Environment Education of National Museum of Natural History, which is under Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So I'm basically a plant taxonomist. So when I got this opportunity in 2015, I came here, and at once I have given the responsibility to interact with the children. So I can use Hindi also. Rumit ji?
I think so, sir, but there are people I can see from a mixed
Tamil,
background. Some are
South
Kerala.
Indian.
Somebody
Okay, I
said
will keep
yes, you can use. Yeah.
it in English only.
I think
Yes,
mix would be a good.
yes. So when I came to Delhi, I was very poor in Hindi. So I was forced to go to schools, mainly the government schools, to speak about the environmental issues. Mainly in Delhi, air pollution is the major cause, major problem. So during it starts from February, and not February, it starts from October, November, and it goes up to March. So I was forced by my officers to go to schools and tell about the problem about the air pollution and how to mitigate and how to solve this problem. You see, to become an environmental conscious person, first I will ask you a question, and I should wish you today is our 76th Republic Day, and I think you all know the theme of the Republic Day. This year theme is Swarnim Bharat, Virasat and Vikas. It is a Golden India, Heritage and Vikas. This is for the youth only. You see, only this youth can change, they can bring transformation in our country. And for that, you have to change your mindset. You see, I have addressed more than 10 lakh children. I have seen the children, when a children is emotionally reached, he will do. Because we are emotional peoples. Mostly our Indian peoples are emotional peoples. You see, we connected with our mother. We connected with our heritage. So that's what our Prime Minister has launched, this Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam. So this was launched in 2024 World Environment Day. He has launched that, and I have very rigorously and very ambitiously, I have also worked in that. And it has reached more than 80 crore saplings has been planted. So when a mind has been changed, that is called nudging. When you stand in a bus stand, when somebody come and touch your shoulder and say, "Where are you going?" you will immediately, your attention will change. And when you go to any shop and buy some chocolate or whatever it may be, and once okay, we can keep it chocolate. Once the chocolate is eaten, you have to throw your the wrapper. So when the dustbin is there, at once your mind will go and you will throw that wrapper in that dustbin. It automatically nudges you. And moreover, you see, we keep our home, we keep our car, we keep our environment, our close environment clean. But in the public place, in any plastic bottle is there, any dust is there, we never take. We will think, oh lega, ye lega, ye lega. Today also, you can see the visuals of the Republic Day program. Before the arrival of the president, our Prime Minister arrived, she landed down, he embarked from his car, and when he was going towards towards his seat, he saw a plastic bottle. He picked and he has given to the SPG. You see, we should be humble. Why we are getting education? Education is a tool so that a transformation can bring in the generation. You see, my parents are not, they don't know how to read and how to write. They gave me education. That transformed me. I came to Delhi. I got the opportunity to meet the bureaucrats who makes policies, the politician and everything, all people. So I took the good points from them and good behavior from them, and I inculcate in myself, and I percolated this to the school children. So in Delhi, you can see the grassroots of our country when you go to the government schools. Here in Delhi, 6:40 the assembly happens. I go to that assembly and I will tell, you have to change your mindset. You have to adopt environment-friendly lifestyle so that my parents, myself, whatever mistake or whatever trouble we have given to this environment has to be recovered. So now I realize हमारा जन्म तो जंगल में हुआ था. I born in Kanyakumari district of Tamil Nadu. It was in the forest area. It was pin drop silent, clean water, clean air. I thought some forest, some wildlife, some people is the earth. But when I educated and I got the posting, first I worked in Calcutta. Then I saw the huge crowd. When I came to Delhi, the diverse of peoples. So, to make our planet better, we should change our life. We should change our mindset. You see, invoking the spirituality itself change the mind. You see, some people, mostly the peoples are, मैं क्यों करेगा, वो करेगा, ये करेगा, हम क्यों करेगा? ऐसा नहीं. You should feel, I will do. This is my house, my country. My country. So when you feel that it is mine, you will feel and take the responsibility. We should not skip from the responsibility. Why I am holding this senior scientist post and doing things successfully only because of my seniors and my teachers' education. But the teachers who was given education, and I am applying that knowledge in the field. You see, when I go to the schools and interact with the children, mainly the girl children, they are very conscious about their future, nature, and the environment. After my talk, they will come to me and say, sir, हमारे घर के बगल में एक नल में पानी गिरता था. I used to go and close that tap, but ये नहीं किया, वो नहीं किया. So then he or she used to say, sir, and when we are doing that Hari Diwali, Swachh Diwali campaign, I used to go to the schools in the nursery also. So after 3 years, I went to the same school. The boy who has seen me in the LKG and UKG, he has grown up and he is saying, sir, and nowadays I am not using cracker during Diwali and other festivals. But my brother does. But I won't do. So if I do, I am getting wheezing problem. I am getting suffocation. The trees are becoming dusty. So these are my results. You see, creating environmental awareness, the results cannot be taken back. You see, हम पौधा लगा दिया, it will grow up, it will give flowers, it will give fruits, and we can see. This behavioral changes we cannot see. So you have seen the video. In that video, Prime Minister has launched that mission live. Mission now Gar every school has been told to adopt this mission live and take this project. And recently, Ministry of Education also, Education Secretary also has done a commendable work, making a mission life eco club throughout the schools across the country. Children has been aware, and now this earthday.org is urging you to give your ideas. You see, I have seen a lot of students who is having a lot of idea. And recently we have also done an eco hackathon, and it has done in the final program was done in NDMC center in Delhi. Children from across the country, around 1 lakh ideas we have received. So you give your ideas, think about it, write to them, and once if your ideas are good, they will call you, they will interact with you, you can bring it into action. Because you see, I have seen some people there are a lot of things like biodiversity, circular economy. You see, my waste is gold for somebody else. Somebody's waste is gold for somebody else. So that is called the circular economy. So, and the biodiversity. You see, I have launched a program called the School Biodiversity. I go to school. In the school, if any trees are there, plants are there, or we will tell them to make medicinal garden by giving plant saplings from the nearest forest department. If the saplings has been given free, the teachers and principals are happily they will make a medicinal garden, so that children's food waste will be put there. They make their own composite. When the plant grows, when the flower comes, when the fruit comes, the children feel happy, and they will go to their home and tell their parents, mother, that हमारा स्कूल में ऐसा है, हमारा घर में भी ऐसा रखेंगे. So the changes happens like this only. And you should all switch off your vehicles in signals, or you should tell your parents to do this, so that air pollution can be controlled. And either you can make plantation and increase the green cover. This is one way. The other way, don't disturb the existing one. And mainly in cities, I have seen, they nail the tree. Yes. So I think we can go for the slides. Rumit, you can run the slide.
Sure.
So okay, next slide you go. Okay, as I said, this mission life has 7 themes: save energy, save water, say no to single-use plastic, reduce e-waste, adopt sustainable food system, reduce waste, and healthy lifestyle. So all these things you have to adapt, or you can take any of this one. Either you can take save energy or save water or any of this, and you can give your ideas to them in that portal, so that you can have your ideas can be useful to our people. Next you go. You see, the first one is save energy. You can switch off the home appliance when it is not in use in your classrooms, in your colleges, in your house, and you can use LED bulbs. And nowadays, I think that the bulb has been It is nowadays, it is not coming, I think. And use during turning up irrigation pumps, that is for people who are doing agriculture, and use of sprinklers and drip irrigation so that we can save good amount of energy. Next, you see nowadays even government, local government bodies has they are not giving permission for the construction in the house. They should when we construct house, we should have a rainwater harvesting, so that then only they will be given all the permission, electricity and all these things. You practice this and increase the groundwater table, so that we can have a sustainable lifestyle. Give priority to cultivation of less water intensive crop like millets. So recently we have celebrated the millet year. So in our food system, we should add all the pulses so that we will have a healthy life. Use efficient water saving techniques like micro irrigation, budding, laser. So people who are living in the village, they should adapt. If they have a good ideas, they can send to them, and that will be useful for our peoples. Next. So this is say no to single-use plastic. I think nowadays most of the schools also insisting the students not to bring plastic bottles. Even my children are taking their own water bottle and own water. So when the water is left, they used to use that water for their medicinal plants garden. So use cloth bags or reuse the bags. Once the old uniform is not in use, you use that uniform into the cloth bag or exchange that cloths to others. So that will use to recycled. Next. So reduce waste. You see nowadays we are having a lot of gadgets also. You see, I told you throwing the garbage in a public place, you just avoid. You make yourself not to throw the waste in the public. Segregate dry and wet waste and give it to the people who come for the collection. Adopt sustainable lifestyle and try to recycle it, or make your own idea for recycling and disseminate that idea to others also. Next. Sustainable food system, as I told, include millets in your diets. Compost your household waste. That will create that so that you can reuse your waste food as a manure. Next. This is reduce e-waste. You see, we have electronic goods like mobile, AirPod, this charging wires. So try to use as much as more, so that don't throw खरीद लिया कुछ दिन use कर लिया, then don't throw it. Try to use as well as more and more, and try to maintain it well. And nowadays you can store your data in cloud storage. We are doing that now. In Government of India, files are moving in electronic mode, not in physical mode. In Delhi, all the ministries has been changed into e-office techniques. Next. So healthy lifestyle. You see, you use cycle for the nearest shops. Don't use scooter. Go to the nearest park. Take your children. Let them see. Let them play with the others. Let them see how others are doing. So when there is good things are happening, you take the children. Always be a positive attitude person. That will bring transformation in our country. Adopt organic farming. You buy things with the people, the local peoples who bring from their farm. You buy from them and use it. That will help us. Next slide you go. So you see, our climate is our future. You see, we are saying we adopt environment-friendly lifestyle. for climate change. So, climate change is weather versus climate. Short-term state of atmosphere is weather, long-term pattern is climate. So you can see the rain and the tropical climate. It can change within a minute, the weather can change, but the climate will change in many years in a specific place. Next. Completely open. So climate change is an average temperature and temperature and next you go yes you keep here. Climate change is an average temperature and cycle of weather over a long period of time. You can see the red. You see when the planet is become warmer, the climate is changing. Next slide, please. You see, when climate change is happening, all these species will suffer. If the climate changes quickly, organism doesn't have enough time to adapt to the new condition and may no longer able to survive. Next. You see, this is the change disrupt weather pattern and causes extreme weather. You see, now in Northeast, gym cultivation has been stopped. You see, when the people cut the forest, do the cultivation, then when they cut, the canopy is open, the soil is exposed to the sun. When the soil is exposed to the sun, the microbes in the soil get disturbed, and finally the soil will become dry. It will lose the moisture, lose the manure, lose the microorganism, and finally it will lead to the drought, and it will lead to the natural disaster. Next. Next you go. Wait, complete. Make the slide full. Okay. You see, when ice melt, there are two types of water. Water comes from two places. One is from the Arctic region, one is from the forest. The people who live in South India, they get water from the forest. From the Arctic regions, the Ganga, Yamuna, the Brahmaputra, these rivers originates and the water flows. That's what our ministry says. We have to protect the tiger. You see, we people live in South India. Our rivers originate from the forest. So to protect the forest, the tiger has to be protected. When tiger is protected, people doesn't go there and disturb the forest. When tiger population increases, people doesn't go. Canopy will increase. When canopy increase, we will get more rain. When more rain is there, the nalas and the rivers get more water. Then when water comes, we get good cultivation and agriculture practice happens. Then we have good food. So because of that only, we say protect the tiger and the wildlife sanctuaries and the tiger reserve, so that when tiger is protected, tourism happens, people get employment, we get good rain, and good cultivation happens. You see, when ice melt because of high temperature, the sea level increases, and that will become a thermal expansion as ocean water gets warmer and it expands, causing rise in sea level. Next. You see, when this happens, the species these are all the animals, they suffer. They hunt to ice, mate and sleep. Next. Okay, you keep this. You see this is the Arctic region. So what happened, you see that yellow line, long back, the ice has been covered by most of the area. So 80% of the sunlight that hits it back into the space It keeps the polar region cool and moderates the global climate. You see, the orange line on the picture marks the average sea, and the white shows the minimum seas as ice. The difference between two exceeds has become more, and the ice has become melt, and the ozone layer, the greenhouse gases increase, the ice has melt, and now we are suffering from melting of ice, and there is a disaster. Next. You see, these are all the disasters we had. Greenhouse gases that are already in the atmosphere. This is the result. We have flood, we have forest fire, and we have melting in ice in the Arctic regions. Next. You see, there is a coral bleaching in the sea. Corals protect our sea from tsunami. And where coral is there, we have good fishing also. When sea temperature rises, when the sea becomes heat, these corals will die, fishermen will suffer, their daily livelihood will suffer. Our animals, like you see in India, we have dugong, we have dolphins, we have these animals will suffer. You see the species loss because of the climate change. If there is no pollination, no bees are there, no pollination will happen. If no pollination is there, we will lose everything. Now we may say biotechnology आ गया, हम वो कर देते हैं, ये कर देते हैं, but if we disturb the nature, we will also vanish one day. You see the drought, how the drought happens. You see how when the sea level rises, what happens when the temperatures rises. Next. You see, we are the developing country. We have to burn the fossils for energy. But nowadays, under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, our solar energy, we are making lot of solar so solar energy we are generating through solar, and the solar panels has been spread in the desert area, in the sea, and we are generating through wind energy. So these are all the causes for climate change: burning for fossil fuels, deforestation, reduction in biodiversity. When this climate change happens, when we do all these things, this all happens. Next. You see, our Prime Minister is very much concerned about the environment. So what he did in the 5th June 2024, he come out with a campaign called Ek Ped Paad Ke Naam, and we have percolated this program to all the schools across the country. He told 140 crore janta hai, everybody should plant a sapling so that our green cover will increase. We get good rain, we will do good agriculture, we will be self-sufficient in food, industry, technology, everything. So we have planted more than 80 crore saplings, and now the number has gone more. So I urge everybody to adopt environment-friendly lifestyle. Be a good citizen, be a good human being. That itself will help you to adopt environment-friendly lifestyle. Be humble to your parents, be humble to your teachers, be humble to your seniors. Learn more, have curiosity, like how, what, when. Don't waste the time. The time never come back, your age never come back. So be a good citizen, be a good human being. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was truly insightful. Even I had no idea about this much about Mission Life. and I got to know so many amazing things. One thing, before we move to question answer, we have some, but even I had no idea that offices and government have gone digitally to store their files and everything, because we have always imagined government officers with piles of files in their offices, so much paper and so much space both taking up. But I think this is a very new initiative, and it's an opportunity for all of you watching. If you can develop more ideas how it can be efficiently done, you can send your ideas to Earth Care Young Climate Champions program. And one more thing, sir, you mentioned in that Ayurveda can be very much introduced, and how e-waste can be managed. So from your presentation, we could see a lot of areas where we youth can come in with our ideas. And as you also said that the Prime Minister, the government, and now JSW Times of India, they're doing this award. They're very welcoming of all these ideas, and they always want to get more ideas from youth so that they can implement and promote green economy, promote climate literacy, promote renewable energy, and all these things. So it was truly wonderful, sir. We had a question. People were asking nowadays. People have problem where water get wasted from water filters, and is it okay to use that water furthermore? And if yes, and what kind of things it can be used? That was one question that came up. From the RO
What is
purifiers,
it?
from the RO purifiers, the water is being wasted, but how can we reuse it?
That you can use for your plants. They can use for the plants.
Okay, so we can also use that water to plant the trees. And somebody also mentioned already that they can connect it to the washing machine also.
Yes, yes. You see, some waste cannot be reused. You see, as a individual, always you see the positive things in everything. That itself will change the life. Always this our now I think when we start there was 25 people, now there are 35 people.
Yes,
I
sir.
urge
In
the
between,
youth.
we had even 40 plus watching, and there are
Yes,
5, 7 people on YouTube watching us right now.
yes.
Yes.
I urge the people and I tell them, you see the opportunity in the difficulty. Don't think that सरकार करेगा, government करेगा, वो करेगा. नहीं. It is you. It is you only. You are responsible for this position. You are responsible for this disaster. I will say this only.
Very
Today
well
I am
said,
in
sir.
Delhi. From Kanyakumari, I am in Delhi means it's myself only. मैंने application डाला, मैंने पढ़ाई किया, हमको मौका मिला, हम enjoy कर रहे हैं. I'm flying here and there. When I was small boy, I used to see the aircraft like this. Now I am. Oh, मुझे छोड़ो. This is only because of education. This is only because of education. Read, revision. Don't waste the time. Time won't come back. Time won't come back. It won't come back.
Very nicely said, sir. And the more people read, the more ideas they come up with. And
Yes.
finally, one doubt we had in the audience, the person Lovish Kumar is asking, sir, it is easier to teach children about these climate things. But when it comes to adults or teenagers, they are so reluctant to learn or to change. So, what can be some tips to make them accept these things and then help making our planet better?
इसलिए earth.org है. You see, this last year, Earth Day has celebrated, earth.org celebrated the Earth Day by giving cloth bags. You see, there are 3 types of people. आप either प्यार से बोलो, डांट के बोलो, और punishment दो. When message come from the Prime Minister office, all officer will run. अभी करो, तुरंत करो, रात 10 बजे तक करके जाओ. Why? Every day you do, keep the things ready. When things asked from the higher authority, give it immediately. I am telling this youth, whoever in this, whoever joined in this discussion, you just for one example, you change your things. When you brush, you close the tap or take the water in the mug. It is to adapt something. It is the first 20 days it will be difficult. Otherwise, after that you will become habitual. For anything, prepare, practice, then go. To adopt a new thing, it is a difficult. When the digital office, it is e-office. When the e-office has come, all the people are इसको दबाना उसको दबाना क्या सीखना वो password ये password, because to learn it is little bit difficult. So there only the note sheet will come. We have to, there only we can type. In bilingual it has come. We can type, we can send the file to there is also the hierarchy has been maintained. So now they told without this file has to come in e-office only. I don't know how will you do. Then the person will learn. 3 type is there, na? Either प्यार से बोलो or give something, लालच दिखाओ, or the last way is punish. Otherwise, nothing will happen. You see, we are wearing helmet for our protection of our head. But most of the people, there is police, wear the helmet.
Yes.
There is police, wear the helmet. But he never think it is a protection for my head. Then they will say, my hairs are falling down. I am getting sweating. Take prevention. Take prevention. Your head is important. Let the hair go. Head is important. Huh? Head is important. Nah? When your head is important, you are safe. Your family is safe. Your country is safe.
True.
You see, we think about the hair fall only. We don't think about the growth.
Wow. So that's a very big line you've mentioned. I think I'm going to use this line in other webinars, that we always mention about hair loss. We never mention about the growth. And
Yes.
sir, it's very good to hear from you. So we have one more question in the chat box. The person is asking, is changing the lifestyle enough to control climate change?
Yes. Yes. Damn sure. I'm telling you, this itself sufficient. You change your brother, you change your sister, you change your mother, you change your grandfather, or this much you will do, or you change yourself. That itself, climate change will be controlled.
I think that's also right, sir. I've heard this saying many times. People say it's just one straw saying 8 billion people. So if
Yes.
everybody changes themselves, I think change can be very fast. When they demand things, when they change their lifestyle, if they are changing lifestyle, not asking for poly bag in the market, if all the people doesn't ask, why would a shopkeeper keep a poly bag? So it's a two-way approach also.
You see, Sumitji, and the people also say, when the government is saying not to use plastic bags or plastics, why it is allowing to manufacture? You see,
Yes.
the country is run by the politician, the judicial peoples, and the administrators, IAS, IPS. Na? So they run this country. So long ago, this has happened. The जमींदार है, वो कुछ टैक्स देगा सरकार को, so उससे सरकार चलाएगा, है ना? So certain
Yes.
things are there. Immediately we cannot stop certain things. Don't see all these things. आप आपका काम करो.
True, sir. Sir, I think with that, we can wrap up the session. It was a wonderful session by Dr. C.R. Magesh, who is a scientist D at Ministry of Environment. If any of you are in Delhi, you can catch him in so many schools he's been going, and we can, if you have any other questions later on, you can always direct it to us. We will direct it to him. He'll be more than happy to answer later on as
Yes, my
well.
number is there. My number is in the
Yes.
PPT. I can also say it is 9654587209. 9654587209.
I can also just show everybody. Yes.
Yes,
So
yes,
his email is here, his number is here. So you can
yes.
connect with him, and anything related to not just Mission Life, but biodiversity, National Museum of Natural History, school sessions,
Sumitji, Sumitji,
everything.
below the sky, anything.
Yes.
Below the sky, anything.
True.
When I
True.
study botany, I thought I will do only work regarding plants. But now I am specialized in human behavior.
Wow. That is our experience. And one more thing
Yes,
I would like to highlight for everyone, for people who are in Delhi, again, the Bharat Parv is on, and we have a Mission Life whole pavilion there. So you can also meet people, get to know more about Mission Life. And once you know more about Mission Life, it'll be very easy for you to get up with like I mean come up with ideas that you can apply to Earth Care Young Climate Champions program. Again, at the very end, I'll mention even if we will be sharing a link with you, or maybe I can just share it in the chat with all of you right away how you can apply for Young Climate Champions program. But even if you don't get this link or you're not able to open or anything happens, just type Earth Care Awards on Google. You will get the website. Go to the website, apply your ideas, because a lot of time you youth come up with ideas but you do not submit them anywhere, and then you think, oh, this could have been happened, government should do that, people should do that. So tell us, tell the government, tell the system, tell your colleagues, tell your institute that you can change these habits. You can install solar panels, you can do rainwater harvesting, you can use Ayurveda, grow medicinal plants, everything. Just tell to the world, apply here. You have an opportunity to win amazing prizes and internship and fellowships, and we will be soon also revealing the prize money. And this webinar is happening every week, mostly on Saturdays, and with each topic. And today our speaker, Dr. C.R. Magesh, has been wonderful. It's always a pleasure, sir, inviting you, and you talking to people. Everybody is showing their how welcoming they felt when you talked to them, and how impressed they are by all the things that you have mentioned, how glad they are. So thank you so much, sir, for joining.
thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Remember, every day is Earth Day. Bye bye. Have a good day.